forget what the mathematical calculation is. There's only so much money you can spend in a day. And if he spent like, I forget what it is, how much money he spent per day, it would still take him something like 3,000 years to spend all of his money. So he gives it away. He gives it away. It's natural. So the greatest thing to ask for is to be filled with so much love that you can't contain it all, and you want to give it away. And if you're feeling like that, it doesn't matter whether you take birth on the earth planet. Who wants to take birth on the earth planet? It's not a very nice place to take birth. It's a lower middle planet. Who says, I want to take birth in a lower middle class family? Everybody wants to take birth in a rich family. You want to take birth on the planets of the sages, or at least Hindu's planet. But they're asking, why don't we take birth on the earth planet? So I can facilitate helping people who are suffering, just like devotees go to prison to preach. Why would anybody want to visit a prison? Who wants to visit a prison? But they go there to preach, to give that love that's overflowing in their heart. And what's interesting is even if you're not starting with being overflowing with love, if you start following that footsteps, you start overflowing with love. If whatever little spark of love for Krishna you have, you give to others, then that increases and increases and increases and increases. Even if you say, well, right now I'm not overflowing with love of God. How can I have that mood to distribute? Whatever you have, distribute. And it increases. This happens even materially speaking. The best way to learn something, even material something, even if you want to talk about learning multiplication tables or how to run a business, or how to fix a tire, if you teach somebody else, your own knowledge increases. And everybody in education knows this. The Prabhupada said, as you distribute knowledge, your knowledge increases. So if you want to overflow with love of God, the benediction you ask is, I want to help others. I want to make it easy for others. And to not very easily. And what do we say to others? The only way you're going to be happy is through devotional service. Prabhupada says here it's compulsory. Compulsory means it's compulsory if you want to be happy. Obviously it isn't compulsory in the sense that everybody has free will. Krishna says to Arjuna, do whatever you want to do. If you want to be happy, you have to take the devotional service. There's no other way to be happy. Why is that the only way to be happy? Because that's who we are. The fish in water. Fish can't be happy out of water. This can't be. How can you make a fish happy out of water? Is it possible to make a fish happy out of water? No, impossible. Can't. Sometimes people take wild animals and try to make them pets. Can they be happy? No, it can't be. They're in the wrong environment. Not possible. Or can the little tiny baby be happy with anyone but the mommy for a long time? No. Not possible. A little while maybe. But the baby's crying, ultimately given back to the mother. You tell me the only way you can be happy is to be in your natural position. Again, everyone has some inkling like that. If I want to be happy, I go home. I'm with my family, I'm with my country, I'm with people that love me. We were talking about this the other day, I'm in a position where I feel authentic, where everything fits. I was thinking about that yesterday in Amikala's funeral. I thought, now that I'm a traveler, I don't really have a community anymore. I'm thinking that devotees that I served with for decades, I hardly see them anymore. Mostly in America on the East Coast, I don't go there much anymore. We look for the place where it's our community, our service, our niche. How can you be happy without that? So if you want to be happy, that's compulsory. And our real place, that's devotional service, that's our place. So we have to tell people. If you really want to be in harmony with nature, first of all, you have to know what is your nature. How can you be in harmony with nature? You don't know what is your nature. Diving prakriti mashrita. You take shelter of the divine energy. You're taking shelter of kama ashrita, and ahankara ashrita. How are you going to be happy that way? How are you going to be happy taking shelter of a witch? Like Hansel and Gretel in the forest. Sorry, I read so many children's books when I was teaching school. Sorry about that. Oh? You're okay. I think when I ran a Gurukul, I read like 1,000 children's books. But how can you be happy taking shelter of a witch? Sleeping on the lap of a witch. The desires for liberation and enjoyment, they're like witches. All they want to do is put you in the oven and eat you. And how can you be happy? You have to go to your mother. Go to Jagannatha, Srimati Urmila. Otherwise, how can one be happy? So as we tell people this, then we also become filled with happiness, and Prabhupada is indirectly indicating what is the best way to tell people this by distributing these books. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because that's how we show them these Leela, just like Jonah and Jara. They're saying we want to appear on earth to manifest Krishna's Leela, so people will see Krishna's Leela and say, I want to go there. Like a travel video. Just like the government of Great Britain, I'm sure, they make travel videos. Come here and spend your money. They were so upset with the volcano because they lost all the tourist dollars, tourist pounds for those, whatever, 10 days. Come here. See things you've never seen before. Black taxis. A bridge. I hate to tell you, there's bridges everywhere. But they have their travel video, and people come spend their money. So Drona and Dara, they also want to make a travel video